Warning, explicit content. Blood, guts, swearing, lots of bad words, adult themes. No nudity, though. Lots of violence. Did I say violence? Viewer's discretion is advised. Welcome back, and I hope you guys are ready for another exciting episode of Pathfinders Wrath of the Righteous. Of course, we're going to be screaming, yelling at the dice roller, and just generally being like, "Argh!" But, you know, it's all in good fun. So let's enjoy the story. Let's kill some monsters, do some dungeons, and see what comes next. So let's go and hop into it.
This is my time to shine.
You got a fairy dragon, of course you're shining. Alexia's demeanor has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Here is our long-awaited guest. The performance is about to begin, and there's so much new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you, as she makes the last remark. Who knows what will happen between us tonight? The demon glares at you indignantly. I hope you are not suggesting anything improper. I'm not sure what you are trying to insinuate, but I would advise you not to be insolent with me. Bitch, I will kill you. Valexia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvety voice. Valexia looks tired, and her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up here in the abyss? You are not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world?" It is what my queen ordered me to do. Alexia sounds slightly irritated. Do you always follow your queen's orders? If she is the one who does all your thinking for you, perhaps I'd be better off talking with her and not you. The demon interrupts the ballad with an impatient clap of her hands. The singer quails beneath her imperious gaze and hurries away. Another performer steps forward, dressed as a jester. Here's another one for you, distinguished guests. How many mortals would it take to paint this manor? Depends on how hard you throw them at the walls. Oh, that's kind of funny. That wailing was starting to annoy me. What do we have next? Oh, another fool has decided to entertain me with jokes. Well, as far as I'm aware, laughing at cripples and misfortunes is popular on Galarian as well. If you ask me, it's a primitive form of entertainment. Still, you mortals seem to enjoy it, even though you try to pretend yourselves different from us creatures of vice and evil. Now that I'm thinking about it, what is the difference between demons and Galarians? There is light and mercy in our souls. The demon waves her hand dismissively. Do you really think you are the first Galarian I've ever met? There is as much darkness in your souls as there is in ours, and you cannot pretend that your kind is unacquainted with the sins and vices that bring demons such delight. Don't bore me with your religious propaganda. Valexia dismisses the jester with a wave of her hand. A scrawny spellcaster comes forward and immediately conjures up two illusions that begin fighting violently with one another. I'll cut your wings off and put you in chains and teach you obedience. May death take you, despicable beast. Light will prevail. Valexia rolls her eyes in exasperation, and her voice is unpleasantly shrill. Deep down, I am beginning to wonder if you are worth my time. Why should I desire your company? What more do you have to offer? That is a question you must answer for yourself. Valexia is no longer trying to be polite. Her face is cold, cruel, and full of malice. Her voice is dangerously calm, but her words carry a clear threat. You should think twice before telling me what I must or must not do, Galarian. I advise you not let such a mistake happen again. Valexia snaps her fingers in irritation. The magic sparks fly from her fingertips. The performers who were unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, density, and color in a matter of moments. They have become completely transformed into a set of whimsical, decorative furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly as if lamenting their bitter fate. Valexia is clearly tired of you, and the polite words she forces from between her clenched teeth do a poor job of hiding her frustration. I must admit that our time together has brought me a certain degree of amusement. However, I do not intend for us to meet again. I ask you to take this humble gift as a sign of my affection, and in fond memory of the pleasure of our conversations used to provide. The succubus hands you an elegant piece of jewelry. This is one of my latest creations. It has an intelligent mind of its own. It is certainly far more clever and sophisticated than many living creatures I know. The jewelry will identify the most important traits and features of its owner, and then it will enhance those abilities. It is a rare and valuable gift, and I hope you appreciate its worth. And now I must ask you to leave. I have grown tired of your company. Show Finian to Valexia. Do you know anything about this? Was this your doing? Valexia narrows her eyes. She examines Finian. Do you really think I would release such poor craftsmanship into the world? Words fail me. However, I have seen work like this before. It was done by an incompetent, untalented individual who calls himself Bladesmith. He showered me with compliments and asked to be my apprentice, but in truth, he just wanted to learn my secrets. Needless to say, I refused him in no uncertain terms. Well, let's see what he managed to learn on his own. It looks like he lacks the skill to copy my transformation spells, and he clearly has no idea what he's doing. This is disgustingly crude work. The soul didn't fill the shape completely, and part of it is still lost somewhere. To tell you more, I'll need to disassemble this sample. Don't even think about it, says Finian. You demons are always looking for a reason to start dismembering people. If we were here to fight instead of talk, I'd be more than a match for you, sweetheart. You'd have a tough time with taking me down. How abominable. Its mind seems flawed, too. The bladesmith should have called himself the bungler, because that would have been more accurate. Just look at this. He was clearly incapable of selecting the right kind of soul and transforming it properly. What a waste of material. Good. Lift the spell from the unfortunate people you've turned into objects. Free all of them now. Valexia gives you a cold stare. She lifts her chin haughtily and mutters through clenched teeth. And if I do as you demand, what will happen to my manor? Have you considered that? I've been collecting furniture this way for millennia, and now you want me to leave my house with bare walls and drafty rooms? What unthinkable nonsense. Finian's voice trembles with rage. Were it not for the commander, I would have chopped your head off. Turning living creatures into other things, that's the worst of all the crimes. I wonder if I should fight her. It's been a hot minute since I've saved. There's, what, 2 mythic Meriliths, plus one of those guys, and her. Fuck it. Attack. Fight to the death. Valexia leans forward with a sudden interest. Her lips twist into a horrible bloodthirsty grin. Now, this is interesting. Let's play, my sweetheart. What is her AC? 48.
2 save scums later.
But she came all the way to me this time.
Don't hold back.
What the? God.
Strike. away, you rascal.
Okay. Yeah, kill him first. Fuck the alchemist. Oh my god. Okay, I love having something stuck on my cursor.
Your time is over.
Holy fuck. Attack when you fucking tell you to. Jesus fucking Christ. She's down. And you can't throw outside of a fucking barn right now.
The spell's not working. That's mean.
And of course you rolled a 2. Elixir gains her beautiful appearance. She wipes the blood from her pretty face as she screams desperately, "Mercy! In memory of all the sweet moments of intimacy that we shared together, do not kill me." Finish the demon off. You've lived long enough. You fucked up my horse. You denied me all this stuff. So yeah, you're dead. Ooh, what's that? Shirt. Hell, it might not even be worth my time. But we'll find out. Let's see. There was a ring. So, Ring of the Undercover Wizard. Whenever the wearer of this ring hits 2 or more enemies with a single spell, it grants the wearer total concealment against ranged attacks for 2 rounds. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single spell, it grants the wearer total concealment against ranged attacks for the rest of the battle. That's interesting. There's the neck. And that gives me dex, even though my base value should be 20. For some reason, it's not. Oh, because 2 from human. That's right. That's irritating. But it won't matter. I mean, it'll change at level 20. She had a shirt, though. Robe of Transmutation. This robe increases by DC 2 of all transmutation school spells cast by the wearer. It also grants +2 bonus on saving throws against spells of the evocation school. That's alright, I guess. Yes. Yeah, his AC is so low. Dexterity bonus, deflection, resist armor, natural armor enhancement, bark skin, dodge, and natural armor legendary proportions. I guess his dex isn't like super crazy.
It's time to act.
Because I didn't do that. Which gave him 2 more. But still, that's not like super crazy. Okay, I guess off to Shamira. Now that I've, I don't know, killed the shit out of like everybody. Oh, hold on. You get back on your horse. God damn.
Adventures are exciting.
Always getting dismounted. Either from failing saves or your horse just getting the shit kicked out of it. Flesh markets. The art of making friends. Save and Harem of Ardent Dreams. A red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Galarian. This light blinds, withers, and makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wonder from another world coming to seek my patronage. I came here seeking your patronage. Shamira looks at you up and down with a contemptuous expression, then answers with a scoff. So, what use of you can you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In your mind, Shamira's voice sounds calmer, though it is still arrogant. In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Galarian. But the others mustn't know about it. Work for me, and I'll grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you have already heard of Nahedrian crystals, objects of astonishing power, that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone in Elishunera knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No one except for that smug cow Hapsamira. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for Zephorian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark, so the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want to waste time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information. Your pack becomes a bit heavier, as if some new item has appeared inside it. The hand of the inheritor addresses you, an undercurrent of alarm in his words. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know Nahedrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hapsamira to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secret of the crystals to Shamira, we were simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon request. Weigh in each of Shamira's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart and do what you must, not what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do, and be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment. Everything is clear to me. Wonderful, because this conversation is beginning to bore me. I have to go. Go now and come back. Okay. So we gotta we're gonna find Zephorian. I think that thing fucking dismounted me.
No time for idling. I am never wrong.
Except for when you are. Actually, how about you have some potions, Ed? Bad Luck Tavern. The one-eyed demon greets you without enthusiasm. Bed, booze, or bargain. What brings you here? I'm looking for Zephorian. Do you know where he is? Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy. So buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. I've got a special liquor you should try. A true rarity, 100,000 gold. Pay 100,000 gold coins and drink the liquor under the demon's demanding gaze. The liquor is revolting, savoring of rotten meat and mold, but the aftertaste is surprisingly tart and pleasant. Ugh. The demon gives a short, creaky laugh, as if a swarm of crickets had awakened his lungs. Zephorian, eh? Hardly anyone remembers that name. He was an ambitious son of a bitch, sharp and tenacious, but he was hasty in his attempts to overthrow Nocticula. And Our Lady in Shadow remembers all too well how she was underestimated by the demon lord Vivariaxis. So she dealt with Zephorian before he could stab her in the back. She ruined him completely. Well, when that lump of bleeding flesh opened its eyes and moaned, we were shocked. It still lived and breathed. On that day, Zephorian's name was relegated to Elishunera's past and forgotten. But I've seen him once or twice among the beggars. He sits at the threshold of the Battle Bliss arena, begging for gold, and no one recognizes him. Nocticula just didn't break his body, but his spirit. So far as I know, he's never tried to take his vengeance on her, and he has plenty of reasons to want revenge. Oh, yes. Alright, well, I'm leaving. Then piss off, stranger, and stay away from the diseased. If you try to bring some crap here, I won't let you in. That's good to know. Thank you. Battle Bliss. Start with this beggar. Fucking finally. The vagrant is repulsive, even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into a semblance of his former body and left to live out his life. His tall and once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered in the protruding lumps of unset bones that were left to heal improperly. The beggar is clad in many layers of dirty, smelly rags, onto which hundreds of keys are sewn, from tiny toy box keys to a giant cast iron key that bows the demon's neck, almost to the ground. So, you're looking for the Sephorian. He's long dead, but that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with a dead man? Zephorian, the master of lies and trickery. I remember fighting him. What do you know about Nihedrian crystals? There's a tale told in Alashunera, a tale about crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they, and from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before. I found the first crystal on the Isle of Vesgalar, and it seemed useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me. He locked himself up in a tower, examined the crystal, and studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But he was never under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. Oh, but he was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. The demon grins unpleasantly. I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off to have a chat with that mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon. He was a mortal who served Nocticula's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket long ago. All that's left of him is the tower in Upper City, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside in the hopes of stealing something of value. But there remains rotted long ago. No use talking about them now. Ah, but you're curious now. You'd like to have a poke around that tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you can find something of use in there, yes? Zephorian gives you a mocking grin, then sighs and takes a single key from his rags, handing it to you with a sweeping gesture. Take it, while I'm feeling generous. This will open the way into the tower. When I ruled Alashunera, I made sure I had a key for every hideout and tuck-away nook in the city. You never know when they might come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw me a coin if you're hanging about. Take a closer look at the surprisingly selfless demon. Something spiteful and vicious lurks in the depths of this beggar's eyes. He looks like a predator waiting to ambush, or rather, a scavenger waiting impatiently for his prey's agony to finally end so he can enjoy his meal. Whatever his motives, this demon obviously does not wish you well, and is already counting down the minutes to your imminent demise. You're lying to me. You're trying to lure me into a trap. The demon's ugly mom breaks into a malicious grin. You'll probably die there. Or maybe you won't, and you'll find out what Shamira wants. It was Shamira who sent you, right? She's the one who turned me in to Nocticula back in the day, and now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place, just as I once tried to. That's why she wants those crappy crystals so much. So be it. I say, whoever loses this fight, I'll be the winner, and I'll savor the outcome. You, Shamira, Nocticula, may you all drop dead, tear out each other's throats, and strangle each other with your own intestines. You're all scum, and I'll piss on your corpse as they float on by an ocean of your blood. You've fallen so low, I wonder if anyone noticed if you're dead. The demon straightens his broken shoulders and becomes much taller than he was a moment ago. Oh, how I love arrogant fools. Did you really think that just because Nocticula managed to beat me, some Galarian dimwit will be able to too? Well then, bring it on. Let's go, dude. Oh man, you lost initiative bad. But I'm like standing on top of you. Bye. Oh, you have no loot? That sucks. You had a bunch of keys. I want all the keys. I don't care if they're worthless. I want all his. And just like that, the episode for today is over. The narrator's a little tired. You gotta give him some props for, going at it. But thank you for hanging out and watching Pathfinders Wrath of the Righteous. Hopefully you guys had fun. So if you did, do the thing. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. The link for the previous episodes and next episodes should be in the descriptions, unless they are not out yet. If you want them early, you could always beg for them in the comments, maybe. Tell me your favorite part of each episode. Let me know you guys are enjoying it. And with that, I will let you guys get back to your day, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for hanging out.